So let me give you an example of what what William is raising here. The stage one thinking, or never asking, what are the consequences? So California, which is run by the left, there is no political opposition. The Democratic Party in California can do whatever it wants because there are almost no Republicans in the legislature. So they decided to raise the minimum wage for fast food workers like McDonald's, Burger King, etc., to $20 an hour. Everybody said, if you do that, a lot of people will be let off from work because the fast food places can't afford going from $16 to $20. But it didn't matter because the left doesn't ask what are the consequences. It's an immature form of thinking. I do believe that there's a very childlike aspect to leftism. If it makes me feel good, then I'll do it. That is how a child thinks. That is how the left thinks. It makes them feel good that they're raising the minimum wage. I can tell you what has already happened. So there was an article in I don't remember the source, but there was just an article very recently in California that hundreds and hundreds, maybe thousands eventually, of fast food places, in this case it was Burger King, will just simply fire people and substitute kiosks. You will order via a computer. The decline in the quality of life in a society when you relate to a computer screen rather than a person, I cannot overstate that decline. It is a tragedy. It depresses me. As it is, there is not enough interrelationship between human beings. People watch movies at home. People entertain themselves at home. People don't leave the house. People order in. It's too much. And now I will go to a fast food place and not talk to a human? But that's what happened. Within a day of the California legislature passing this, one pizza place fired all 1,200 of its drivers. And this doesn't bother the left at all because they feel good about raising the minimum wage. So more people will be fired. The hours of businesses will be cut. People will be relating to kiosks rather than people. But the good progressive feels really good about him or herself. I raised the minimum wage because they didn't ask the question, what happens next? It's like affirmative action. It sounds beautiful. We will change the criteria by which we admit people into our college so that we have more people of color, for example. But they didn't ask what happens next. Will it be good for people of color? And it turns out that race-based affirmative action has been a tragedy for Black Americans. Why is worthy of its own. I may have done a fireside chat on it. I know I've written a column recently on it. That's the question. By the way, that's the question, forgetting politics. Every one of you should always ask, what is the price? Everything has a price. And sometimes it's worth paying. What is the price for having children? You'll have less time for yourself. The child may get sick. I mean, there are any number of prices. But the rewards are worth the price in most cases. So sometimes people only know the price and therefore won't buy the item. Sometimes people don't ask the price and then buy the item which they shouldn't have bought, like the minimum wage. A serious life asks, what is the price and do I want to pay it? That's a very important question to ask. Thanks for watching. See you next week.